we're alive. We live. Allegedly.
I don't think you can prove that in a court of law.
Is that how you're going to not take responsibility for the many crimes you have committed?
Correct.
You cannot accuse me of anything, for I am not human.
Diplomatic immunity.
Uh,
Can you really put something that doesn't have a soul on trial?
Fate stay live. It is, in fact. Imagine living. You're right. Imagine living.
A little bit Joker pilled.
How are you all doing tonight, though? It's been a fun time. You know what I was thinking right before we started the stream?
What's that?
As I was just waiting for the loading screen to happen and just giving a bit of time for people to trickle in as usual, I thought, how much less, like, nervous in a way I am about these streams.
How do you mean?
I used to be like, I don't know, there is something about hanging out with another person on stream and like doing things like at a different time that kind of throws my rhythm because I'm autistic as shit. At this point, it's just hanging out with a lovely, lovely friend of mine and a bunch of good people in chat, you know?
It's just two gals being pals, reading Fate with like an audience.
Two girls reading Fate, you know, being pals.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, that's gonna be so funny when we actually do the 8 scenes.
I cannot wait.
That's gonna be the extra Galpalery, don't worry about it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna be very normal about everything, I'm sure.
Okay, so about that. I am not going to say who or what they said because just mentioning it is going to be like spoilers for you. So like
Yes.
I cannot detail this, but I've been informed of some things that I'm not going to survive. I'm just going to say I'm not going to survive. This series is going to kill me on camera, and it's going to be interesting. Don't worry about it.
I look forward to seeing it.
We already are not normal about anything.
I'm
Maybe.
completely normal.
It's entirely possible that you was singular and addressed directly at me, so take that with a grain of salt.
I think I will.
Let me load up the Fate game. You know, it's funny, I have a games folder with all of my non-Steam games on my PC. Fate is not there. Fate is on the Fate folder specifically.
Because Fate's not a game, it's a way of life.
It's a fucking experience, baby!
Once more.
The stream definitely gonna have something we're gonna have normal reactions to for sure. I don't know if that's actual foreshadowing or if that's just the usual for all of these streams, honestly.
I was gonna say, like, you could have just, like, said that about anything, and you have a good chance of being right.
One moment. Oh, you are a little bit off screen.
Oh, no, it's fine. No one wants to see me, I get it.
No!
No, I understand, you hate me, it's fine.
The usual. Oh, I almost started accidentally. Let me load. Oh. I don't like that. 8th day, morning, to school. Rin-sama angry.
Good times.
That is definitely a name.
What was that?
Oh, right, I am not streaming to you, so you didn't see that I am already... I got Shiro is waking up and he did a sleepy noise. It's all he did.
Okay. I did not think that's what that was, and I had no context.
Oh, this is off to a good start. Are you? Do you see the screen now?
Yes, I am properly in. Thank you for streaming to me.
I rub my heavy eyelids and sit up. It's 5:30 in the morning. Jesus fucking Christ. Did you ever fucking sleep? She's not saying.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not sleepy, and it could seem that I slept a peaceful sleep last night. Look at this boy. He's not being haunted by trauma every single night this route.
I wonder what that's like.
I guess I'm built pretty simple, huh? I grumble as I climb out of my futon and clamber into my uniform. When I strain my ears, I can hear the faint sound of regular breathing. In the room next door, separated by a single screen, I can definitely feel Saber's presence. I forgot that this is the new arrangement and that he was not going to be normal about it.
It's brand new for him.
In the instant that I imagine what kind of face she might be making while she's sleeping, the inside of my head nearly boils over like a kettle. Breakfast! Let's make breakfast! That's a good idea. Shaking off that wild imagining, I slip out of the room.
What is it with Shiro just being so fucking weird about women sleeping?
He is like the most hormonal, like virginal thing, who cannot even fathom the idea of a cute girl sleeping in close proximity without being like exceedingly horny about it.
It doesn't even have to be near him, just in general.
Listen, let's give him the benefit of the doubt. The poor boy is going through the like side effects of starting on tea. He's going through the like the hormonal imbalances. Let
you know what?
him
Good
be.
for him.
I perfect her sleeping. Her perfect little toes poking out from under the sheet. Shut up. We do not talk about those.
He's so silly-pilled, a virgin.
The breakfast table. Given what happened yesterday, I expected to have a quiet breakfast this morning, but... And just what do you think the doctor there said? You're extraordinarily healthy, Fujimura-san. Could I maybe interest you in giving blood? Can you believe it? God forbid you're, like, slightly altruistic. I'm a patient too, dame. Jeez, I won't be going there again. That expectation was overturned by an even more energetic than usual Fujine. I love that in the previous route she just fucking disappeared because she was still a bit fucked up, and in this one, she's healthy as a tiger. If this were a horse race, you'd call this development a dark horse, but if I really think about it, I have a feeling that maybe I should have expected this. Give me a second, Mrs. Soup, and no onions, okay? Here you go. So what happened then? You said the students who collapsed were taken to various hospitals, but did they all come to right away? Yeah, get buried from person to person, but they all should have recovered sometime yesterday. For the kids on the 4th floor, the first years, it wasn't much different from just sleeping, but apparently some of the 2nd-year kids lost their memories as well. The 3rd years, it wasn't as serious as it was for the kids in the 2nd floor classrooms, but the 1st floor classrooms were a bit, Fujine looks at the floor like it's difficult for her to say. I've done something bad. Right up until this morning, Fujine was running from hospital to hospital all over town. She's just come from clearly seeing what kind of state the students in the 1st floor classes 3A and 3B are in. Sorry, let's stop talking about this. Anyway, school will be the same as always, right? Yeah? But the third years were about to be able to start choosing whether to come to school anyway. So the ones who aren't feeling well will be allowed to stay home. I guess most of the third years will probably be absent. Taiga's actually doing her job. She cares. She is a failed woman, but she cares.
She's doing her absolute best.
A casual chat about the Warfield victims over breakfast, as you do.
We were just talking about it over breakfast before the stream.
I love how this woman is sometimes drawn as a nice generic anime person and other times she's full-on gremlin creature mode. If I had to choose a character in this BN to be the most likely to get a Neko arc equivalent, that's Taiga.
Mm-hmm. She deserves it.
I see. In which case, most of the students going to school will be first and second years. Hey Fujine, what other school is associated with the Ryuudou Temple? Issei-kun, right? He's the heir to the temple, isn't he? That's what I thought. No, it's nothing, so forget I said anything. I gazed up at the ceiling in thought as I put down my bowl. The only person at a school with anything to do with the Ryuudou Temple is Issei. It would be hasty to jump to any conclusions because of that. And more than anything, I think that it's not him, but... Alright, I'm heading out. Look after the house while I'm away, huh, Saber?
You take care as well, Shiro. Even if the boundary field is gone from the school, so long as Caster's master is there, you cannot let your guard down. We only have a single command spell left, so conduct yourself with the utmost caution.
So, remember after the stream last time you mentioned about Issei?
Yeah.
You pointed something out that I hadn't even realized. That Issei went home before all of that shit happened.
Yeah, they explicitly noted that he must have left early.
Yeah, that was a little hint there that caught you. I know, if I find Caster's master, the first thing I will do is come home and report to you. Unless Rin just fucking jumps at them and chokes them. Hey, Alex, hi.
Yes, and I will replenish my magical energy to be able to meet your expectations.
You know what I just realized? Unlimited Blade Works is the one thing that most people who go in anime first are going to see about the Fate series.
Mm-hmm.
Their perception of Saber is based on this route. They miss the entirety of Saber from the Fate route.
Extremely different impressions.
I just realized that. How far are we in? Day 8, it said at the beginning.
How many days are there?
This route on Fate Zero, and Fate Zero is explicitly fucking butchering her character. Saber sees me.
How many days are there in this route?
I think 15.
Oh, interesting.
Saber sees me off as I pass through the gate. It seems Fujine still has things to take care of regarding what happened yesterday. So she quickly finished her breakfast and headed for the hospital. This is why the average fan likes Rin more than Saber. That explains... Rin is extremely fucking good too, though. But that makes so much sense now, seeing some perceptions in the fandom.
The average Rin fan, the chat Saber enjoyer.
Even after what happened, the scene at the school gate hasn't changed at all. 7:30 in the morning, and the gate is thronged with students I fucking hate.
There's that fucking word again.
Actually, no. You know what? I'm going back to the original translation and I want to see what they translated as. I'm curious. School doesn't look any different even after such an incident. It's 7:30 in the morning and the school gate is filled with students.
You just use a normal word.
Thronged.
I think this translator just really, really likes thronged.
It's also entirely possible that there is some specific term that Nasu uses that is just like more archaic and better translated to like thronged.
And I do appreciate that, but there is something to be said for the naturalization of a translation.
Yeah, there is... Okay, so I am of two minds. On one, I think that translations should also be like naturalized in... like, you cannot just hope to preserve everything from a translation. You need to adapt things. That's what localization is about. On the other part, I think that Nasu is specifically someone who could say something like really weird, and then you have to choose whether to make it sound better in English or preserve the weirdness.
I'm a strong proponent of strictly vibes-based academia.
The students who have come to school start talking about yesterday in the instant that they see someone they know. And they seem to be obliquely getting excited. You misread that as throbbing dog? Shut the fuck.
Thank you very much for that.
And in the midst of them, before the gate, for some reason, Tosaka is standing there imposingly. I have a bad feeling about this. I do, but I can't very well sneak past her when she's standing there in the middle of the gate. Hey, morning, Tosaka. You're a little late today, huh? As I'm heading for the school building, I stop and greet her. In short, I'm suspicious of Issei. Wow. First thing out of her mouth and she throws that straight at me. Suspicious? Of what? That he's Caster's master. Caster has made her lair at the Ryuudou Temple and Issei commutes to school from there every day. There's no way those two things are unconnected, right? You say that, but something like that could just be a total coincidence, couldn't it? Just in case, I try advocating for Issei. Of course it's not! Look, the gates of the Ryuudou Temple have been totally shut for the last few weeks. Outsiders can't enter, and Issei is the only one who comes out of the temple. If that's not suspicious, then the real culprit could be absolutely anyone. Hey, you say that nobody's going out, but it's not like the monks are normally leaving the temple all the time, is it? What century are you from, you dolt? Monks go out to meet their parishioners. Don't they? If I could just hold myself up in the temple and live off of offerings, I'd go up there tomorrow and become a nun. Shut in, Tosaka. Tosaka is unexpectedly serious about this.
This music feels really dissonant.
I think it's because she's so fucking mad. It's just caught Shiro by surprise, don't worry about it. If Issei were here, I don't doubt that he'd call her an offering thief. I am interested in what is going on up at the temple, but that's not where the problem is. Right now, we should pay attention to our surroundings. This is the school gate. We are surrounded by students going into school, and they're frozen by the outbursts from the school's idol, Tosaka Rin.
I just want to note how interesting it is seeing the sprite be put transparent, because that, like, never happens.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, because I was just coding for, like, the end project, like thing I'm doing. And I don't even have a value to really take into account Sprite transparency?
I genuinely can't think of like one other time that it's ever happened throughout Fate. Like that was just specifically, we just got ghost written for a second.
I am going to choke Dutch in chat right now.
Someone ought to.
The school's perfect little Tosaka.
Yeah, I read.
Anyway. What are you looking at me like that for? What, are you going to cover for Issei, Emiya-kun? Well, I don't really care. If you're going to ignore the realistic inference, then I'll just do it myself. And yet, only Miss Idol herself hasn't realized it. Saka, over here? A second. What, are you running away? No, come on, this way! I pull on Tosaka's hand and start walking. But wait, Emiya-kun? Complaints come later. Anyway, right now let me get you out of here as soon as possible. What a fucking fail woman.
She sucks, and I love her.
She sucks. I guess morning practice must be cancelled after what happened yesterday. There's no sign of anyone in the archery dojo. No, I wanted to see Sakura. Thank God. Here we won't draw anyone's attention. In which case, the problem that remains is...
So really quick, catch me up here. Did Shinji die, or was it just his servant?
Shinji ran the fuck away. We don't know if he got, like, killed by Caster while running away.
I, for some reason, remembered him being actually murdered, but that sounded wrong to me for some reason.
No, it's because I was so sure that I was, like, 100% sure that Shinji was going to leave the classroom and fucking die.
Just explode.
Yeah, basically. Tosaka here positively glaring at me right before my eyes. I know. I get what you're trying to say. I get it, so don't look at me like that. I don't know what I'm supposed to do when you sulk at me. I am not sulking. That retort like a lightning bolt throws me off even more. But right now I have to respond calmly. In any case, Issei's life is at stake here. Knowing Tosaka, she will obviously find some kind of rash way to test Issei. And don't you misunderstand, Master's home base is the Ryuudou Temple, and the temple is where Issei comes to school from. Why are you ignoring that? Tosaka yells at me. That is true, but I don't think it's Issei for a different reason than that, but... What? Do you have a counter-argument? If I give her that kind of a big opinion, Issei might very well meet his end before my very eyes. I can't just tell her that I have a vibe. Tosaka-san, Issei couldn't be Caster's master because he's too misogynistic to have a female servant. So I can't just leave Tosaka like this. Right now, I have no choice but to somehow convince her. Alright, you're saying that no matter what you're suspicious of Issei, right Tosaka? That's right. You might not be able to see it, Emiya-kun, but there's something weird about the Ryuudou Temple right now. There's the fact that Caster is making her base there, but there's too big of a fluctuation for it to just be that. Or like, it's too easy to collect there. Too easy to collect? You're talking about sucking magical energy up out of the town? No, it doesn't have anything to do with this, so don't worry about it. No, that's way more suspicious than Issei is, Tosaka.
Sus.
Anyway, the fact that he can come down from a place like that all calmly is suspicious by itself. Yeah, I thought for a while that I needed to give him a good kick, so this is a perfect opportunity.
Good God. Well, if Rin's convinced, we know it's wrong.
Yeah. Tosaka's serious. I'd heard that Tosaka and Issei had been at odds for a while, but I never thought that it was this bad. Or more like... what the hell did Issei do to Tosaka anyway? I'm a little interested in what it is that's making Tosaka so belligerent, but this isn't the time to be enjoying that kind of thing. He fucking loves the gossip. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you that Issei's position is pretty suspicious. Of course you do. If you tried to cover for him anymore, that would make you an accomplice. Yeah, so leave Issei to me. I'll figure out whether he's a master or not.
She wanted to do it.
Wow. She obviously does not believe me. Trust me, I'm not gonna hold back just because Issei is my friend, and I wouldn't lie to you either. And anyway, you don't have to worry. There is no way that Issei could do anything that evil.
It's the two people who we know are wrong about everything all the time, arguing for opposite points. That has me quite confused. Ah!
Mobile phone.
That's
I'll wait.
my wake-up alarm. I'm good.
Oh, okay, fair. The silent pressure continues. Osaka is probably worried about whether or not I'll cut Issei some slack because he's my friend. It's a completely reasonable doubt, so right now, I have no choice but to keep quiet and endure it. In any case, I have no choice but to get her to trust me. Fine. I'll let you handle Issei. Osaka. I breathe a sigh of relief and say, thank God. But how are you going to figure it out? Have you learned how to distinguish masters, Emiya-kun? Huh? Osaka just asked about the most fundamental flaw in my proposal. Surely you weren't just going to walk up to him and ask, hey Issei, are you a master or something? Were you? However much we might be allies, if you tell me you were going to do something that stupid, I'll settle things with you right here. She's bad. She's seriously bad. Wait, it's alright. There are ways to find out if he's a master without having to ask him. I'll find out today whether he's or not. So please just stand by. I'll get in touch with you when I figured it out. Yeah? I guess that is what an alliance is. Still obviously unconvinced, Osaka starts walking away. I trust you, but don't do anything stupid, alright? If Issei is a master, if you're not careful, it might get you killed. Saying just that, Osaka heads for the school. After I absent-mindedly watch her retreat... Huh? What's that? Much too late, I realized that Osaka was worrying about me.
Oh.
Cute! At lunchtime, I stick my head into the student council office. Excuse me. I call out and open the door.
Hi, you having lunch today, Mia? Or lunch here today, Mia?
Inside, Issei is taking lunch by himself. Alright. This certainly is convenient. How are you feeling? What actually happened yesterday? As I take a seat at the table, I casually strike up a conversation.
It's still not clear. Apparently they spent all of last night searching around the school and concluded that some kind of chemicals must have been left in an open classroom on the first floor, or some other such bland story.
Issei gnaws away at a tough-looking carrot in apparent displeasure. Fucking rabbit-coated.
But you are fortunate, aren't you? Oh wait, who's talking?
Yeah.
It's him, okay. I thought it was unusual for you to be absent after lunch, but you managed to escape misfortune. Yes, perhaps finally you've been rewarded for your regular good conduct.
This time with apparent pleasure. He gives me a very good as he sips on his tea. Oh, brother. In this kind of a mood, I can't very well check if he's a master, so for now, I should just keep an eye on him a little longer. Oh! Now I've done it. By the time I realize it, it's 5 minutes before the end of lunch break.
What's the matter, Amiya? Did something occur to you?
Not exactly. I just remember something. This isn't the time for me to just be relaxing and eating lunch. I hurriedly pick my lunch bag up and glance back at Issei.
No, I'm starting to worry. I'll warn you, but don't go pestering me for money. Even if you beg me, I can't give you something I lack.
He stands up from his seat with a jolt. There's no time. Taking a deep breath, I say a single line. Issei, don't ask any questions, just take off your tongue!
What?
No!
Don't ask any questions. Just take off your That's so much worse than just asking him if he's a master.
Flatly, I state only my business.
I didn't realize we were doing the H scenes today. What did you say?
Look at him. Wait. No status. Graphic. Look at the little. Let's go, Issei fucking around.
Don't ask any questions. Just take off your top.
I'm telling you to take off your uniform. Not just your jacket, the shirt too. It won't do if you're not naked.
What are you thinking? Are you insane? Is this some kind of new prank? Right away?
Yeah, right away. Come on, take off your clothes. If we wait till after school, it will already be too late.
What is happening?
He didn't say no. He just said like right now. With a cry, I tried to grab Issei.
You cut it out, you fool! And you call yourself the son of a warrior house?
Alright. To sum things up, there wasn't a command spell anywhere on Issei's body. Anywhere.
Anywhere. I'm gonna fucking scream.
You scoundrel, Shiro, but we must be quick. Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna fucking choke. Holy fucking shit.
Jeez. Don't worry, Rin. Leave things to me. I've got this.
I checked everywhere just to make sure, but in any case, there wasn't anything that looked even the slightest bit like a command spell. Thank God. This is good.
I'm gonna choke.
I don't know what to say. Oh.
This is the most confusing thing.
Yeah, I nod to myself.
What's good about this? What do you mean it was nothing after you've gone this far?
He's disappointed it didn't go further.
You're backing out now, Shiro?
You're going to leave me unsatisfied after all of that, Shiro?
Oh, poor Issei.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, Issei. I can't tell you what's going on, but there was something I absolutely had to check. I've done that now, so there's no problem anymore. I bow my head and apologize.
Fine. If you know that what you've done is wrong, it's natural that you would apologize.
He's not even mad about it, he's just flustered.
He's just confused, I think. If you're coming on to me, like, do it. What is this?
With a pained expression, Issei sinks into silence.
Oh, poor man.
But in that case, we're back to square one. If Issei, with his connection to the Ryuudou Temple, is clean, then there's nobody who fits the conditions to be Caster's master. Hey, Issei, has there been anything weird going on at the temple lately?
What do you mean by weird?
I don't know, I'm just wondering if there hasn't been anything different from the usual.
I see. I suppose there has been an unfamiliar woman around lately. But that's all. My father and brothers are the same as ever.
Issei says utterly calmly. An unfamiliar woman? Could that be Caster? Certainly, she could calmly pretend to be a human. Or could that woman be Caster's master? Should I ask Issei about it? Right now I will.
I'll ask him. We're here, aren't we?
Let's ask this boy. I guess I'll ask him. Just to be safe, I will ask him. Living at a temple, Issei's not the sort to gossip, but he might be able to give me a clue. Issei, what kind of person is this unfamiliar woman?
I hate the smiles in the chat. Oh my god.
Oh no. She's not from overseas, or always wearing a turban or something to hide her face, is she?
What are you talking about? We'd chase out a woman that's suspicious right away. I won't ask you why you want to know, but she's a proper guest. My brothers are thrilled that she's some kind of are thrilled that she's some kind of temptress. But oddly enough, I find that I like her. I've only spoken with her once, but while she looks wicked, she's a good person at heart.
Well now, I never thought I'd hear you compliment a woman, Issei. You haven't fallen for her or something, have you?
Don't be ridiculous, you fool! What I'm impressed by are parts of her that she hasn't even realized herself. And besides, I would never fall for Tsuchiro's partner when I look up at him like a brawl.
Suddenly cutting off, Issei drops his head. Oh. Maybe he's been struck by a dizzy spell? Tsuchiro's partner, huh? He lies face down on the table, unmoving. What's the matter, Issei? Are you feeling lightheaded?
No, it's not that I'm feeling poorly.
He forcefully raises his head. His head jerks up with such force that I can't help but laugh at the mechanical motion of it like a clockwork doll. Issei? Without even looking down at my torn open belly, I look at Issei holding the knife. Oh boy!
I've caught a bit of prey. The command that I planned for this human to activate only if they encountered something or someone asking for me is working.
Oh boy! From Issei's mouth comes a voice that is not his own. When I understand that it belongs to the servant that I'd met at Ryuudou Temple...
I have no further need of this puppet.
It's like I'm looking into a mirror. My consciousness fades from the loss of blood. The wound... It's not that my consciousness is retreating from the pain of the wound reaching my organs. My brain is rapidly freezing my consciousness, not from death by exsanguination, but because it wants to deny the scene before my eyes. Before I do, understanding nothing, Issei collapses. My knees give out and I fall to the floor. Without even trying to assuage my own wound, I dumbfoundedly stare at the face of the corpse that used to be my friend. Just like that! Just like fucking that!
Well,
You don't fucking ask. No, you don't fucking ask. That is one dead end that I did know about. That was, in fact, one dead end I knew about.
oh, Tosuke had a point.
Tosuke had a point. Man, they went so quickly from undressing each other to messing up their guts. It's like shooting dodgies in this fucking game too, almost. Simping a bit, huh?
I think he helped it.
Hi, Taiga.
Hey, Taiga.
Hey, gas! Why? What is going on in here?
What's happening in here?
Why do we have... What's going on here? Well then, a moment of carelessness can cost you your life. This is the end to show you that you can't just go recklessly talking to any and everyone. How about it? Us, unnaturally senseless and sudden death. This is the best, the true feeling of fate, teacher. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Indeed. However, we can't afford to forget this sacrifice. Now, a moment of silence for Ryuudou-kun. A moment of silence is even more perfect, teacher. So, Hylia-chan, what's actually going on with the people at Ryuudou Temple? They've been caught up in the artificial command spell that Caster made. They become people who, if they run into anybody who breaks one of Caster's 3 conditions, will carry out a single command like one of her bone golems. After all, she's good at making tools. Even Shiro, if she catches him, might get turned into a limited item to help with her magic. She's evil! Caster is certifiably evil! And as an educator, I can forgive her for doing with other people as she pleases. Well, I'm not really sure you can call her evil just because of that. Caster certainly is crafty, cowardly, and weak, but at her heart, she's not totally evil yet. Why are you covering for her apprentice number 1? Is there some reason you think that? No, it's not really anything like that. I'm just trying to say that restraining somebody with magic isn't really evil in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You want to elaborate on that, fucking Ilya?
I think you might be wrong, Ilya.
I think you might be biased. I remember! Ilya-chan, you did something even worse to Shiro, didn't you? Man, you figured it out, don't you? Thank you. For some reason, I just can't beat that Shinai. Of course you can't. Magic is totally forbidden in this dojo. If you want to beat me, apprentice number 1, you've got no choice but to bring a wild lion or modern weaponry or something. That has happened. That's actually happened. At least twice. So are you finally sorry for what you did? Yes, I'm sorry. It's gonna be so funny if after this there's a Taiga dojo where you get killed off by Ilya again.
I'm sure there's gonna be at least a couple. There's gotta be, right?
I won't do anything bad anymore. There, good girl! With this, a boy's wishes has come true. Rejoice, little brother, we got Ilya-chan to keep quiet this route. That's the funniest. Yeah, just had to behave myself this time, right? Well, just running wild all the time is kind of crude anyway. Maybe it'd be alright if I saved Shiro in the Rin route and ate the other heroines instead. What? You thought about it that far? Beat her up again. It's not enough just to wearing unfair costumes, you'd even act out a situation like that in the main story? Ilya really is scary. Why are the Taiga dojos like this?
These dojos really are really fucking charming. We'll ask him, right? We're already here. We know where we're going.
Yep. It will be pointless. It's not us. No. If I keep going on about this topic, it could get dangerous. If nothing else, Issei lives at the Ryuudou Temple. If I ask about an unfamiliar woman and make him suspicious, Issei might take an interest and actually do something. And then, if that woman is a master, more than anything else, that will put Issei in danger. That was a good dojo, yeah. I'll stop here for today. I'll call finding out that Issei has nothing to do with the Holy Grail War good enough.
Come to think of it, Amiya, Shinji's little sister wasn't here today, was she?
Sakura's absent today? No!
No!
Shinji is well, right? Both of them are absent without leave. In the staff room, they're wondering if something might have happened to them at home.
Uh-oh.
Ilya did say she was going to eat the other heroines.
No! No! Faced with a problem I'd forgotten about, I lose my words. Lunch break is over, huh? Let's head back to the classroom. Urged on by Issei, I leave the student council office. As I do. Sakura, absent from school, and Shinji's whereabouts now that he's lost Rider, whirl about in my mind. Time for titty pills. Oh, interlude! You mean interlude?
The interlude is about you taking your estrogen. Oh.
This fucking music. Sound like the pounding of iron. Oh, Shinji!
Okay.
Breathing raggedly, he has come to visit this place. His footsteps are loud against the floor, their rhythm irregular, leaving the door open behind him, as though drawn on by his body tipping forward on the verge of collapse. He proceeds ever forward. He goggles at his surroundings. The church, its morning mass finished, is empty. The only light is the sunlight spilling in above his head. The silence creates a solemn air, and that still air birds a baptized quiet. That is such, actually, that's a good one, actually.
That's a very evocative line.
Yeah. Amidst it all, appearing as if he's gazing into a flame, he is a heresy. This boy is not doing well.
No.
Let me correct myself. It's not accurate to say that he came to visit. His ragged breaths and wild gaze, and his limbs shaking like a bare tree in the wind, are more those of a man fleeing for his life. He has come here to seek shelter. With that in mind, it all makes sense. Since his desperation is like that of a mouse attacked by wild dogs. Hey, Mars!
It's been 6 days since the start of the battle. You're the first to bring yourself here.
I have a feeling that Shinji's about to fucking die.
I get the feeling something terrible is about to happen to him.
He raises himself up off the floor. When did he appear? His bloodshot eyes, he looks up at the priest standing by the altar and says something incomprehensible. The priest furrows his brows. He didn't fully understand him, but it seems, to put it shortly, that he's begging for assistance. Speak using your words. I do not speak bottom. What the fuck is
Shinji
For
keeps
asylum.
bashing for his life.
For asylum? In other words, he's requesting the asylum granted to masters who have lost their servant and abandoned the fight. This church is the place of that shelter, the final protection, and its master is a priest named Kotomina Kirei.
Then will you abandon the fight, boy?
To that stern voice, he reacts like he's been struck.
Obviously. Are you telling me to die? Look, I can't kill anybody if I don't have a servant, and I can't do anything as a master. I'm a normal person. That makes me a victim, right? It's not fair to hunt down and murder someone like that, is it?
Oh. The priest doesn't reply. He simply stares at the interloper, deep within him, as though he's looking beneath his skin, in the space between his bones, to the deepest parts of his flesh.
What? Do you have a fucking problem? I have no opinion. You're the first to abandon the fight this time, and the first person to take advantage of it since my church was founded. As the overseer, in the place of my father who put down his roots here, I shall offer you every courtesy.
He does have so many fucking problems.
What, you're saying I'm the only one who's retired? God damn it, this is pathetic. What'll grandfather say if he finds out about this? It's all you people's fault. Giving me a useless piece of shit like Ryder. It's totally unfair.
He furiously pounds his fist on the floor. The floor rings out like a bell, and with an "oh," the corners of the priest's mouth soften in great interest.
Then you're saying that Ryder proved of no use. That's exactly what I'm saying. All that big talk, give me a break. I gave her every bit of help I could, and she still croaked, just like that. Any servant would have been more useful than she was. Yeah, still I did well. I did everything grandfather told me to, and my preparations were perfect. They had to go and get in the way. It was 2 against 1, you know. There's no way I could win against that, is there? That's right. It's not my fault that I lost. It was just the difference in our servants. And then they look so fucking proud about it.
God, he's having just a full-on breakdown, huh?
Poor guy.
And so he crawls along the floor. He furiously beats his fists onto the floor, cursing his own rotten luck and reminding himself of his handicaps.
Oh, poor baby.
But that resentful voice quickly fades away. A hatred the likes of his cannot break the stillness of the church.
Oh, poor
Ah.
guy.
Weh, they cheated, weh,
Weird.
He goes on cursing, and in the midst of it, a thunk. As though to shatter the frozen air, the priest's footfall rings across the church. The priest calmly lays a hand on the boy's shoulder.
In other words, you are still prepared to fight, aren't you?
What are you doing, Kirei? He says, in the kindest voice imaginable, looking down upon the visiting vanquished. Huh? Oh no!
Oh no!
He can't understand the priest's words. The black clergyman, with a courteous smile upon his lips.
You're in luck. There's another servant with his hands free just now.
As though to hide his delight, he declares a new salvation. Oh, Shinji's not out of the fucking game.
Let's fucking go!
Oh no! It's after school now. Maybe it's because of what happened yesterday. But students have been forbidden from staying behind in the school building for any reason. I still have some time before sunset. Right now, I will... Ooh. I'm worried about Sakura. I will go to the Mato house. Oh yeah, I have to contact Tosaka or meat's on sale. I'll make a huge meal to make Saber happy.
Well, sorry, Saber. This isn't your route. Like, okay, me, Anya, I want to go talk to Sakura.
Yeah?
But I feel like talking to Tosaka is the... but it's on sale! I feel like talking to Tosaka is what I should do. That feels like the tactically advantageous... We should probably tell her about Issei so she doesn't get herself into the same situation.
We could... You choose, honey. You choose. It's whatever you want.
Let's go talk to Sakura.
Let's go see Sakura. I'm worried about Sakura apparently being absent. There's Shinji to think about as well. So let's go see how to think about as well. So let's go see how Sakura is doing. But woman hungry. I go home for a brief spell, and after dropping off my bag, I head out to the town. Sakura's house is in the upper part of the neighborhood, on the other side of the intersection. It's about the same distance from the intersection as the Amiya house. I climb the road up the hill, with its different flavor from the Japanese-style neighborhood on the other side. And, oh!
Oh, hi, Tosaka.
Huh. Reasonably far away. Standing in front of Sakura's house that is my destination, I spot a familiar figure. Tosaka? Check one more time. A remarkably flashy red shirt. That's enough to catch my eye by itself, but below that, flat black that highlights the red above. No doubt she's matching it to her dark hair. Truthfully, you could call it an outfit perfectly suited to the vigorous Tosaka. I hear a thump from somewhere. Shut up. Thump thump. Twice this time. Damed, you're too loud. I'm busy right now, so please be quiet. Thump thump. Thump thump. Thump thump. Oh, for God's sake, you're not a festival drum, so who do you think you are, you jackass? Oh, it's me. I can only quip. It's my heart making the noise. The sound of my heart, that had been quiet until just a moment ago, is now pounding like it might burst. What the cause of that goes without saying. In short, Emiya Shiro has just never seen Tosaka Rin in her plain clothes before. I can't even imagine what sort of face I must be making. In the first place, I can't even explain why this is happening. I saw Tosaka in her plain clothes. All that happened was that I got caught off guard by seeing Tosaka out of her uniform, right? I can't believe this. He's so fucking disappointed in himself.
He's captivated by the thigh highs.
God, what the hell am I doing? Man, this tea getting me horny. I don't have time for this right now. Anyway, Tosaka is my comrade in arms. She's trusting me and joining her hand with mine. So right now, repaying that trust come first.
Oh my god, they're holding hands.
Hey, Tosaka. I call out to her. What was that?
It was adorable.
Tosaka jumps with surprise in the instant she sees me and begins restlessly scanning the area. Tosaka, what are you doing out here? I come closer and call to her again. Huh? I don't have any chance to resist. Tosaka grabs me by the arm and shoves me into the shadows. Hi! Hi!
Hmm?
Ah, I skinned my back. What the hell are you doing, Tosaka? Quiet! No. Something soft is...
Good God.
My head takes flight! My pulse that I just finished forcing into silence sounds off like a drum roll. Tosaka, wait! It's a T, it's a T, I swear to God, it's a T. Sniff. Chat is so normal right now, holy shit. God, will you be quiet? If you make a fuss, we'll get spotted, won't we? Spotted by what? By him. Here, back a little further. We can't stay hidden like this. Tosaka shoves her body up against mine. Oh, it's tight. We're too close together. I totally lose my calm and I have a feeling that something with a meaning that's not entirely clear races out of my mind, but I can't understand it very well myself. I need you to be quiet. Look, you can see him, right, Miyakun? In front of Sakura's house, there's a kind of a weird-looking guy standing there, right? Huh?
His face is currently stuffed with twin tail. He cannot see
Yeah.
a thing.
My boiling thoughts stop dead. There's a weird-looking guy standing in front of Sakura's house? There's somebody there, huh? Blonde, a foreigner?
Oh no.
Yeah, he's been watching the Mato house for almost half an hour. Doesn't seem like he's rebelling it, but something about his eyes rubs me the wrong way. Unfortunately, I can see his eyes from here. Osaka, let's switch places. I want to see too. Do that, you idiot. We come out now, he's going to see us. Oh, wait, he's coming this way. It's tight, but we crouch down to try to hide. Approaching footsteps. Without pausing even once, he heads down the hill. Look at this boy!
Interesting.
What was that? I think that guy just now was a normal human. A real feeling, flesh and blood, full-fledged human. And yet, there's an easy feeling. I don't know who he was. But I do know that if we chase after him right now, neither Tosaka nor I would survive. He had such an ominous feeling to him that I can't say that for certain. I wonder, is he the guy Sakura was talking to before? That was in the fucking prologue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tosaka mutters to herself. But Sakura was? Yeah. Apparently he asked Sakura for directions, but she couldn't understand what he was saying or something. But wait, what? What the hell are you doing here? With all the agility of Lancer himself, Tosaka leaps back out of the alleyway. No, that's my question. I was gonna ask you that before you shoved me in there like a piece of luggage. She only just realized.
I love that, like, she's just constantly in her own head.
Yep. I'd precisely explain. Perhaps at that she understands? Tosaka stops dead in her tracks. I'm glad that she stopped, but next she silently glares at me. That kind of pisses me off. I was just as panicked as she was by the sudden turn of events. So it's not good if she's the only one who gets to make that sort of face. If you didn't want to, you shouldn't have done it in the first place. It makes me look like an idiot for losing my cool, doesn't it? Damn it! Anyway, Tosaka, Issei is clean. I look away with a and tell her, "Oh, Mia-kun, you already checked him out?"
Yeah, you did.
I did. He says not a master. Though if you can't trust me, I guess that's fine. No, that's okay. You're not the kind of person who could tell a lie. Did you say Issei's clean? I'm sure he is. Yeah, he did. Tosaka replies plainly, please ask him how he knows. I need you to ask him. Damn it. I lose. I let out a sigh. When she says it like that, I feel like I'd be even more of an idiot for getting bent out of shape about it. More than anything. There's a part of me that feels better just hearing her say that. But how did you check? Issei didn't give off any sign of being a master, so I'd think the only way to check would be to try attacking him, but... No, I just check whether he had a command spell or not. However much he might conceal his presence or control his magical energy, there's no way to hide that, right? Oh, I see. If you looked at his arm, that settled it there, huh? That makes sense, she nods. But she tilts her head questioningly, like she found something that doesn't add up. Hey, Mia-kun, how did you check if Issei had a command spell? Oh, I stripped him, obviously. He didn't want to, so I just tore his shirt off. Osaka stiffens as she looks at me in astonishment. She's kind of an odd one, isn't she? Why, could there be any doubt about that? Good
Yeah,
grief.
she's the weird one. Definitely.
That is the face of a Fujoshi with a new ship. She is like a doe.
Very deer-pilled.
Aw, the Mato mansion is as silent as a grave. Shinji isn't there, and there's no sign of Sakura either. As I'm considering exactly what that means. Hey, are you worried about Sakura? Osaka asked me like it's nothing. Osaka? You know Mato Sakura? Well, I know her a little bit. More importantly, the kids from the archery club were all in a really bad shape, so they've been taken to the general hospital in Shinto. That's why Fujimura-sensei was running around all over the place, right? And Sakura is... asleep in a hospital room right now, but... I see. So that's what this was about. What's with that devilish grin? Nothing. But of course that's how it is. You'd be much more worried about your kohai who comes to help out all the time, more than about any report to me. I understand a little more about you now, Emiya-kun. You know what I love about her? Before playing Fate, I had the conception that she was a sort of tsundere, and I imagine her, being, mad about the situation. She fucking thrives off of this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
She fucking loves seeing Shiro get a crush on someone and teasing him about it.
There's nothing she loves more than seeing somebody flustered and uncomfortable by any means necessary.
She wants to make him squirm a little bit, and that's completely fair.
It's valid.
Osaka gives me a meaningful smile. That's incredibly humiliating, but more importantly... Osaka, how did you know that Sakura's been coming to my place? Anybody who stops by the archery club would know that. Look, I know the captain, Misutsuri-san. Intimately, you could say. As she says that, Osaka starts up the hill. Osaka? Are you going home? Yeah, there's no point staying here. Our search for Castor is back at the square one. Let's come up with some ideas at school tomorrow. See you, Tosaka says lightly as she turns to leave. Then, Taking some distance between us, she looks at me with a serious expression. Tosaka? Hey, there's something I want to ask you. Sure, what is it? This is purely hypothetical, but if somebody were adopted by another family without any choice, how do you think she'd feel growing up? Ooh, the fucking ceiling of the hospital. What is she getting at? A child given to a strange house by no will of their own. Life losing everything they had until then, and being taken in by a complete stranger. They say that children can't choose their parents, but the feelings of a child raised by people they don't know with no chance to choose once again. Miyakun? I come back to myself. What am I doing getting sentimental about it? I don't even have to think about a question like that. Nah, they probably wouldn't feel any way about it at all. If it was a good place that took them in, I doubt they could have any complaints. And if it were a bad place, they could, right? That's what it is to be a kid. I see. Yeah, you're right. What am I doing asking something so obvious? With a parting wave, Tosaka heads up the hill. Tosaka's house is in the opposite direction from mine. Well then, before the sinking evening sun disappears, I need to get back to the Emiya house. This has been an interesting day of certain little tidbits here and there.
Yeah, it has.
Funny how the anime showed Shiro as if giving no second thought about this question, huh? And yeah, what were you saying?
Turning in my brain.
Did you want to share anything?
I need a minute to formulate this theory.
Okay, I'll let you cook. I'll let you cook, and we will just continue for now.
Let this pot stew for a moment.
And by the time I realized it, dinner was done. Over. I came home, trained with Saber in the dojo. Along the way Fujine came home, I made dinner. The three of us ate. Before I knew it, the clock had passed 8 o'clock. Saber-chan? You're not a famous swords master or something overseas, are you? Shiro's almost like a different person since you started teaching him.
I'm surprised by that as well, but it seems as though Shiro has another teacher. It's not to do with any skill of mine.
And now here we are, drinking tea after dinner. It's nice that Fujine and Saber are getting along. I don't really want to interrupt them. So as I quietly sip my tea, I rest my body that Saber wore out. He's got 2 teachers? You mean he's 2-timing you?
Although he doesn't seem to be aware of it himself. But, well, it's having results, so I've decided to tolerate it. Certainly, it's for the best that Shiro adopt a mode of battle that suits him. His body is already in fine shape, so all that remains is to teach him how to use it properly.
Oh, you understand, don't you, Saber-chan? That's right! Shiro's been training all this time, so his body's in great shape. See, up until now, he just hasn't had any motivation.
Training. Certainly with a dojo like that one, you would want to train, wouldn't you? And what's more, with such a fine sparring partner as you, Taiga, of course he should have some aptitude for it.
Aww. With a deeply emotive nod, Saber brings her teacup to her lips. And at that... Oh, it's been a long time since anyone has practiced kendo in that dojo. It wasn't a kendo dojo until you got here, Saber-chan. As she crunches away at a rice cracker, Fujine blithely corrects her.
It wasn't a kendo dojo. You didn't train there with Shinai, Shiro.
Saber looks at me in surprise. Oh, well, yeah, that's true. I haven't used it since Dad died. That's right. Even though Shiro was always pairing with Kiritsugu-san, whenever he had time, he put the Shinai away the instant that Kiritsugu-san passed away. I was so sad. Crunch, crunch. Resting her head on the table, Fujimura Taiga munches away at the rice crackers. Did you think she's laying her head sideways into it while munching, or like flopped forward onto it?
I like to imagine that she's just kind of on her side, like sprawled out over one end of the table, just kind of gently shoveling food into her mouth.
Yeah, baby. I have a bad feeling about this, or maybe a premonition of the future. When Fujine is in a mood like this, there's only one thing she's going to talk about. What happened? Back then he was a kendo kid, but now he's such a slacker. You couldn't say he had a talent for swordsmanship by any stretch, but even though he was good enough at archery to make you worry about him, he quit that too. And here we are. Would you quit talking about the past, Fujine? You're being negative. I glare at her. With a Fujine sulkily eats another rice cracker. Oh, it could appear that was enough to get her to back down this time.
Oh, we're talking about Shiro's childhood, Taiga.
Oh god. So why would you bring it up again there, Saber? Wanna hear? Wanna hear?
Yes, I'm rather interested.
What did you mean the fucking sonic ring noise?
I have no idea.
The fucking zoom in.
Unironically not sure what that was conveying.
There was just a glint, a spark in her eye. Alright, and Vixes will tell you all about it. Having brought Saber to her side, gained an ally who is a million strong. The army of the Tiger of Fujimura gains a sudden boost in morale. You just know that this is like a saying of some kind.
It's beautiful.
There's nothing I can do. There's no point interrupting them, so I will just quietly drink my tea. Yep, sticking to your guns is a phrase well spoken. So anyway, he's all sour now, but he was so cute when he was a kid. He never doubted anyone, and when you asked him to do anything, he'd always jump to say yes right away. He had this weird stubborn streak. Once he decided something, it was really hard to get him to change his mind. I guess in that sense, he was the total opposite of Kiritsugu-san.
Kiritsugu was the opposite of Shiro.
He was. Kiritsugu-san was okay with everything. He was the kind of person who thought good and bad varied from person to person, and life would just kind of work itself out. For all that thought, when he saw someone in trouble, he couldn't help but lend them a hand. Shiro was always trying to be like Kiritsugu-san in that way. Shiro saw things much more clearly than Kiritsugu-san, so he could go around town beating up bullies and telling them that what they were doing was wrong. Yeah, ever since then Shiro has been a hero of justice. That's actually adorable.
Oh my goodness.
Fujine happily says something stupid. And next to her...
Shiro, why did you want to be a hero of justice?
Like that, Saber asked me a pointless question. No, even if you ask me that, I guess I just idolize them.
Idolize these heroes of justice.
Well, yeah. It's embarrassing when she says hero of justice right to my face like that.
Why?
Why? That's... Saying that much, I stop and I realize I don't have a reason for it. Since he was a little kid, Shiro has been idolizing heroes of justice. So that I can be of help to someone as much as I'm able, I've tried to help people who are sad. That's the same now as it ever was.
Same as it ever was.
But the cause for it... What was the reason that I'm trying to be of help to someone? Your dream. I'll make it a reality. That's the answer. The end of the person who was probably everything to me. Thanking me for those simple words he passed on. I wanted to live up to that trust, even now that he's gone, so that his peaceful rest can continue on forever. But what is that? Is that really the right reason? Oh man!
Shiro?
Oh man, I was not expecting that moment.
Things got really real for a second.
Noticing my name being called, I come back to my senses. Sorry, I'm going to bed. Assailed by a worry I can't come to grips with, I get up from my seat. I leave the living room like I'm running away. Everybody gangsta until Shiro starts actually introspecting. No, not like I'm running away. I fled. It was just a simple question. But with Saber's eyes looking at me, I was afraid that something might be torn away. Why? What the hell am I afraid of? A worry I don't even understand myself. A formless fear and a rising nausea. Enduring my headache, I hurry to my room. Fujine went home, saying she had to work tonight too. And just like yesterday, Saber is sleeping in the room next door. Tonight too, unable to sleep, I stare into darkness. It's not because I'm conscious of Saber that I can't sleep. Shiro, why did you want to be a hero of justice? Whose words? That question still sticks in my chest. When she asked me why, I told her it was because I idolized them. It's obvious why I ran away there. When she asked me why I idolized them, I had no answer to give her. No, I do have an answer. But there's a part of me bound by the thought that I mustn't ever speak it. My reason for being a hero of justice. Why am I wondering about that now? The childhood I spent desperately trying to become Skiritsugu. The reason I idolized heroes of justice was... That's right. Wasn't it because there was an ideal that never came true? That has to be the beginning. The true form of the ideal I hold now, no, that I have held for 10 years. Thinking that if you could save someone, couldn't it all be a lie if you couldn't save everyone? I glared up at the sky. But which one is the lie? The ideal of the hero of justice that I idolized? The older he gets, the more Shiro strays from that ideal. A child who, because of his ignorance, didn't know his limits, came to know them through knowledge. There are some things that can be saved. Miracles are beyond the reach of human hands. Even so, I believed that when I grew up, I could become like Kiritsugu. But all I gained was the wisdom to know that ideals are just ideals. All I can do is clean up after the fact. Even so, even as I was shown that it was useless, I did what I could. Believing that if I could save even a single person that way, Even though my goal is to save as many lives as I can, in order not to be defeated, I've dropped many things along the way. Even if reality beats me down, if my heart won't admit defeat, then even if I'm just taking it out of the pride, I can keep... taking it out of pride, I can keep standing. That ideal. I can't believe that form of not hurting anyone is beautiful. Make your dream come true, Dad. Yeah. If no one else could do it, I thought that with these hands, I'd inherit that ideal. That's why I have to become a hero of justice. I'll follow after Kiritsugu and protect the thing that he idealized. Without there being any victims, if everyone could just keep going on as they have, just how good could that... Kiritsugu's words.
Such a thing doesn't exist anywhere in this world.
Shut up. I won't know that if I don't try, will I? I fervently deny the words that rise to the back of my head. Mind. Frown clutching your ideals, he said. Whose words? Oh, that was Archer, my bad. They had an ominousness to them, as though he had... I did not deny or confirm anything. That was me genuinely thinking that it was past Kiritsugu.
Oh, my mind's already made up, so like I don't really care one way or the other.
As though he had rightly guessed the end of Emiya Shiro.
So, briefly, Elber, I need to discuss theories with you.
Okay.
So I'm springboarding off of my theory that the true master of Rider is actually Sakura. Now the Matsuo line of sorcerers is dead. We've been informed this quite significantly.
Yeah.
And I just find the direct outward expression of worry from Rin to be rather sus. Perhaps even a little bit out of character, given what we've seen for her to treat a complete stranger like that.
Yeah.
And just the little... Do you think it's someone who's adopted from another family and then put in a different one who's like, and like, are these sisters? That's my theory.
Interesting theories. Yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Do not say anything in chat. Chat, be quiet about it. Chat, just smiley faces. Chat, all smiley faces.
The smiley faces are so ominous. I hate when I pick something and I see them.
Very, very good theories. I love it. I love it so much.
See, now, I could be right. Or I could be wrong in a really interesting way.
All I will say without saying anything, and this goes not just for this theory, but for like every theory you've had in this series so far, you concoct some really fucking cool theories.
Thank you.
You pick and connect a lot of cool things.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've never been much of a theory crafter at TM, but I don't know, something about Fate, the way it presents itself, really gets my brain grinding.
It's good. It's really good. It just makes you be like, oh.
It gets me more invested too, because now I'm constantly looking for evidence every time we're going through any scene.
Oh. It do be presenting itself as a mystery in many ways, yeah.
So I do believe that is the end of my.
Okay.
This is the end of my corkboard segment.
I will say, and this has nothing to do with theories, that was a very short day too.
It was. No one attacked us except for, the one that didn't count. It was only an hour and a half. We got through a full interlude.
Yeah. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, another Archer dream? Yep, another Rin dream. I'm assuming. It has to be.
Finders, real masters, Sylvia. After like every stream, I send you the image of Charlie.
Yeah, you have like at least 3 times in a row already. With increasingly deranged theories, and I love it. And so, I dream his dream. The memory of a man who ascended to the throne of heroes. The story of a knight who, right up to the end, was never understood by anyone. It was a simple story. To put it simply, there was something wrong with him.
Put it simply, he's got problems.
In his way, he had some power and some ambition. But right from the start, he mistook how and where to use it, and came to an abrupt and unsatisfying end. That too was only natural. What we call power is a thing for fulfilling your own wishes. Pity does not benefit anyone. Hero says this a lot, but balance is maintained because all of your actions eventually come back around to you. It's exactly because of that cycle of action and return that energy returns towards you, and you can keep on with your life. Without that, it's impossible to replenish yourself. For example, if someone lived not for themselves, but only ever for the benefit of someone else, obviously they'd burn out almost immediately. If there was such a thing as throwaway banknotes, it could be just like that. Thoroughly used by strangers and just disappearing when they were finished. I can think of a different comparison that doesn't include banknotes for something like this. Rin Tosuka?
With the water bottle, just...
It's simple to take advantage of something like that, and that people good is safe to assume. So, just like that, in the end, he suffered various betrayals at the hands of various things, and his life was ended by the hand of someone he had saved. Anyway, it makes me incredibly angry. It makes me want to scream, why? He worked and worked in spite of just being a normal person. He labored and shed his blood to accomplish a miracle. His reward for all of that being betrayal and death couldn't even be called a joke. Yet, despite that, he died satisfied. It's not my place to comment on how other people's lives, but that one part is just something I can't accept. Those are my feelings after seeing this dream time after time. If it's like always, this is where I open my eyes and greet the morning. Except, it seems this morning the dream keeps going on. Oh. He stood there, in that hell. Probably it was the site of an accident, not a tragedy caused by any conflict. I'll make the contract. I surrender my afterlife to you. In return, I want my reward here. He spoke the words of the contract. After that, he transformed as though he were possessed. He saved people who shouldn't have been able to be saved. In short, this is how he became a heroic spirit. Huh. Seeing it like this is kind of disappointing. The people he saved probably didn't even number the 100. It's just that number no one could call you a hero, nor could you be recorded as a heroic spirit. But the important part isn't the number. He saved people who were fated to die. That itself is the prerogative of something that transcends humanity, a hero. That's an alteration of fate. No matter how small the scale, if you undid a tragedy that it was already decided no work of human hands would avert, whether you actually possess the power of a hero yourself makes no difference. No. From the start, in exchange for such a miracle, the world receives a heroic spirit in return. He became a hero and saved people who couldn't have been saved. As a result, when he died, he became a heroic spirit and kept doing the same things he did in life. In other words, a slave. Even after his death, he kept fighting for other people. It seems becoming a convenient and disposable tool is the price you pay for a miracle.
That's so mathematically fucking interesting.
Heroic spirits. The greatest class of spirits, birthed from mankind one after another, the guardian spirits of humanity. But these spirits have no free will of their own, the way that servants do. Heroic spirits are the guardians of humanity. Guardians have no free will. They're put to use only as power. They're summoned to protect the human world, only in the case that a cause of the world's destruction appears, and they only exist as a weapon of absolute destruction to annihilate that threat utterly. The servant system is nothing else but a summoning ritual to make use of these guardians. Guardians are summoned to every age, and once they've removed the existential threat to humanity, they vanish from the world again. I'll pass on that myself, but he was probably fully prepared for it. No, might even have wished for it. If he could continue to save people even after death, that was all he could have wished for. He wasn't strong enough to save them when he was alive, but if he became a heroic spirit, wouldn't he avert every tragedy? Thinking that, he offered up his afterlife to the world, and in exchange, he saved the lives of 100 people. After which, he fully believed that he could save how many tens of thousands more. You idiot. There's no way something like that could happen. Look. If a heroic spirit is summoned, the place they're summoned to is already a place of death. Heroic spirits, guardians, appear only in hell. They appear only when the world will be destroyed by human hands. Humans are living things that destroy themselves by their own deeds, so the path of their destruction is always the same. Jealousy, hatred, selfishness, desire. He, who loved people and only ever wanted to help them, was forced to bear witness to the same ugliness again and again. Summoned to those places, he fulfilled his duty as a guardian, as he was contracted to do. He killed and killed and killed to save all of humanity. He killed everyone in the places he was summoned to. I don't know how many times that process repeated, and I have no way of knowing how many times it might repeat. So there's only one thing I can say. He was forever betrayed by a variety of different things. But finally, even in the end, he was betrayed by the ideals he believed in the most. Wow! Wow! Wow!
That certainly was an interlude.
Yeah? Oh god. When I wake up, for the moment that's all I can say. My body feels strangely sluggish, and I don't move an inch from my bed. My god, what happened there?
I don't know. I think you just had a software error.
The one thing that's clear is my mind, and without any meaning in it, I stare up at the ceiling. I'd had a vague idea that that's what it was, but those really are his memories, huh? Letting out a sigh, I stare at the ceiling. That's tough. I wish someone had told me that since master and servant are spiritually connected, there's a chance I might get lost in his memories when I sleep. And I could have cut off my consciousness and I couldn't have to have seen something like that. Get up. It's gonna be a busy day. I get up from the bed. My body is heavy. My eyelids too feel like they're made of lead. As I curse myself for not being a morning person, I squirm out of my pajamas and into my uniform. But, well, did I say I'm surprised or that it'll make sense? In his past, he was relatively hot-blooded. I still don't know what kind of a hero he was, but it seems like long ago he was more honest. Well, leading the life he did and with what happened to him after he was dead on top of that, that could twist your personality, wouldn't it? With a cheerful, I laugh it off. Never mind smiling. My face reflected in the mirror is so grave it looks like I'm about to cry. But even so, I decide to laugh. I mean, if I don't, I doubt I will be able to look Archer in the eye.
Pure, plain text cope.
Yep. Oh god. Having finished my morning preparations, I sit in the living room and drink some freshly brewed black tea. I don't believe in taking breakfast, so it's a simple thing. You don't until someone is making it for you, you fucking idiot. God, I love her.
This is the contrast between me and you. You explain to me what you think qualifies as breakfast.
Just milk with a little bit of cocoa powder. Don't worry about it.
Disgusting.
That's all I have in the morning.
It's the most important meal of the day.
She's not mooching off of Shiro this route. You could call it a daily ritual that I use these 15 minutes before I go to school to drink a cup of tea and wake my drowsy body up. Drowsy body.
Rin, how long do you plan to keep playing around for?
And yet, here I am with this rascal who can't read his mistress's mood. Just until about 7:30. Any longer than that and I will be late, right?
Who was asking about when you're going to school? I'm talking about the Grail War. There's nothing wrong with cooperating with another master, but I'm not sure you could have chosen a worse partner.
He still fucking hates him. It's so funny how much he fucking despises him.
I know.
This again, huh? Archer has been telling me to break off my alliance with Miyashiro at every opportunity. I already told you, I do not intend to do that. You can say what you like, Archer, but I think he's fine. I have some worries about his compatibility, but I've gone to complaints with him as a partner. No matter what happens, I don't think Miya-kun could betray me either.
Normally, trust is built through diplomacy. You can't have any faith in blind trust. Look, he can't win this fight. Even if you're going to partner with anyone, Caster's master would be a wiser choice.
Don't be ridiculous, Archer. Are you saying I should be like that fiend? I put my teacup down and stare at Archer. Oh, I click outside. Even if he's being sarcastic, I can't let that pass. Oh, the stare down. The air between us grows tense. I'm genuinely angry, and Archer seems to have no intention of amending his statement. In that posture, we lock eyes.
Caster certainly is a fiend, but in her way, she seems to be a genuine mage. On that count, you're not suited to fighting, Rin. A mage should place results over intentions.
There's no point being a cynic. I'm not changing my mind.
Grief. It's gotten into you. You've been acting strangely ever since you met Miyashiro. Whatever happened to your rationality?
I've realized that without you having to tell me. But there's no help for it, is there? Despite being a mage, he has nothing. And yet he's so single-minded that I can't help but worry about him. Haggling with or trying to lay some scheme on someone like that is pointless. And besides, he's a,
Rin, what's the matter? You finally realized your own foolishness?
Yeah, you're right. I must be crazy. But Archer, it's all your fault for showing me something stupid like that.
Huh?
It's fine. Forget it. Anyway, as long as you are my servant, I'm only going to do what I believe in. I'm not as naive as Shiro, but even so, there are things I can't give up. I don't intend to surrender that to anyone. Oh no, he's hot. The realization. She's like, oh, he's kind of a hot himbo.
He is kind of cute, I guess. And stupid, so that's 2 points in favor.
This anger in my voice, I tell him. And at that, I finally realize I'm not pitying him because I learned of his past. I'm just completely infuriated by it. Huh, Archer, what do you have to say? I glare intently at Archer. And the knight in red coat sighs as he takes a pose I've seen countless times.
I suppose I have no choice. If the liege is out of sorts, it's a vassal's duty to support her. Until you regain your usual poise, I'll watch over you from the shadows.
Gives me a reply that isn't a clear yes or no. Man, that was an extended scene with Rin, huh? I open my eyes. My awakening is slow, and it feels like the inside of my head is filled with lead. What's going on? I've been having trouble getting up lately, huh? Maybe it's because I have so much on my mind, or... maybe it's because I've been having strange dreams. Usually I hardly dream at all, but... I have a feeling that I've been having something like dreams lately. Well, they were beautiful swords, though. What I saw in my dream was the vague image of a pair of swords. Even in my dreams, these short swords pop up incessantly. Yeah, that's right, I like them. You have a problem with that? She's dreaming about swords. I like that we just fucking call him a sheath now.
It's cause, like, that's text.
It is, he is a sheath. Archer's not here, but I curse him anyway as I get up from my futon. Once again, I swear to God, I did not expect Shiro to be the fucking tsundere of the Rin route.
Like, it's kind of fantastic the way the characters have sort of slipped roles a little bit, you know?
Yes,
like,
I love
it's
it so
not
much.
just like the same characters in new situations. The situations are making them different characters in a very satisfying way.
Yes, exactly. Oh.
Also, like, I've got all these crackhead theories, right? No fucking clue what's going on with the swords. That is completely lost on me.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna worry about it, I think.
It's just before 6 in the morning. This isn't the time to be fussing over an uncertain dream. Let's hurry up and go make breakfast. He just likes them, okay? It's a fucking kink. Saber sees me off as I leave the house. We've gotten used to this lifestyle, so nothing particular happened this morning, and honestly, it passed smoothly. Once again, there's so... like, it's not like there's not slice of life scenes, but there's no slice of life in the house itself. That's so bizarre.
It's almost a little unsettling.
Right? It's so different in that sense. Oh, I love it though. There's no sign of Tosca at the school gate. Not that a single lead about Issei being suspicious is gone. He's probably busy gathering information. Wait, that's not just a problem. I need to investigate too. But even if I say that, investigate how exactly? I need to strip down more people.
I still cannot believe that happened. You
Also,
say no questions, take off your clothes.
Not just no questions, like he had concerns about like right now, like he at no point did he say like he basically was mad that he just fucking let him dry and hanging there, you know?
Right? Like, what the fuck?
Like, if he's going to go that far, at least go all the way, come on. Osaka's probably digging into the people of school at school, so I should give the school itself another once over.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say Tosca's probably digging holes in the back. I'm just imagining her doing that now, and I think that's really funny, and I don't know why.
Just with a little, like, hard hat helmet.
Oh, no, I'm talking about, like, a dog, like, with her hands.
Dog girl Rin.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
I can see it. And well, there's no way I'd just conveniently figure out something I haven't figured out already. I used up all my free time this morning and the first half of my lunch break, running around the school, but I couldn't find anywhere that seemed out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I don't know what you were doing, but good work.
Guess he's already finished his lunch. Issei shows me some appreciation as he reads an old-fashioned poetry anthology. God, what a person!
What a man.
Thanks, I'm gonna eat lunch, so I'm having some of your tea. Huh? Where's the teapot?
Ah, here, but I only have kelp tea today. You don't mind?
Oh, I'll just have some hot water. I just can't stand the way kelp tea is kind of thick.
I see. And tomorrow, I'll go get some green tea from the staff room.
Ignoring the cheerfully laughing Issei, I pour some hot water for myself and take a seat at the table. That's awful. That's actually awful.
Hot water.
Alright, time to eat. I clap my hands together and open my bento box. The sound of someone knocking runs together with my clap. Huh. Issei, there's someone at the door? That's the most deranged thing we've seen Shiro do yet.
At this time?
Issei sluggishly walks over to the door. The visitor turned out to be Kuzuki-sensei, the student council supervisor. He ran into Kuzuki-sensei here a lot, but from his perspective, he'd probably say that I'm often in the student council office. He silently munched away at my lunch of fried chicken and rice. Guess it must not be anything serious today. Issei and Kuzuki-sensei are just chatting away. Munch, munch, munch. Munch, munch, munch.
Sensei, it's getting to be about that time. That's right. I'm sorry for intruding on you. I'm sure you know without my having to tell you, but don't forget to lock the door. And do make sure that you go straight home when school is over. Yeah, I'm telling you, I know.
Kuzuki-sensei leaves and Issei returns looking relatively chipper. No, that's a rare thing I just saw, wasn't it? It's incredibly rare to see Kuzuki Soichiro chatting with a student. And with a shy Issei on top of that. No. It's possible they get along because of how straight-laced they both are, but even so, it's still strange. Hey, Issei.
What is it, Amiya?
No, I've been wondering about this for a while, but are you and Kazuki close? Ah, look, he's surprised. No, if you can't tell me, that's fine. Thought just crossed my mind, don't worry about it.
No. Now that you mention it, I just realized I haven't told you, have I? Of course we're close. If nothing else, Kazuki-sensei is like my older brother.
Huh? Kusuki-sensei is Issei's older brother? Wait a second, what do you mean?
I'm saying he's my older brother. Soichiro, Kazuki-sensei has been living at the temple for about 3 years now. As you can no doubt see, he's a simple man, but he has a sincere and honest heart. Living under the same roof, I suspect him as a person. It's natural that I'd look up to him like an older brother. Interesting.
Kusuki lives at the Ryuudou Temple? That effect.
Weird.
That fucking effect. I feel like I've been struck on the back of the head. But even so, I keep up the appearance of being calm and urge Issei to continue. Now that you mention it, you said there was an unfamiliar woman there, right? Does Kazuki know about her?
I should hope so. That woman is his fiancée. They'll be getting married shortly, so until then we're lending her a room.
Yep, we learned about this in the bad end.
I didn't recognize his first name.
Yep. Another impact to the back of my head. Issei, you couldn't exactly call someone like that unfamiliar, could you? I protest as best. Mabel with my spinning head.
An unfamiliar woman is an unfamiliar woman, even if she's Kazuki-sensei's fiancée. That's good enough if you don't even know her name, no?
Fucking... Issei cuts off the conversation as if to say that it's unpleasant. Anyway, whatever the source of the information, this isn't something I can ignore. Kusuki saw Ichiro commuting from the Ryuudou Temple, and the woman said to be living there. And apparently, Kusuki-sensei's fiancé appeared about a month ago. If that's Caster, then that's the same as having her answer, but... So, that's how it is. Classroom after school. With not even 10 minutes left until school is over, I tell Tosuka what I learned about Kusuki-sensei. What do you think? Given what happened with Issei, I don't think it's right to just assume that he's suspicious because he lives at the temple, but... Kusuki-sensei, huh? Never mind him feeling like a master in the first place, he's not even a mage. I'm not sure if she's listening to me or not, but Tosuka wrinkles her brows like she's not convinced. He's not a mage? Oh, that's good then. In that case, we can rule Kusuki-sensei out, right? Why? Suspicious guy like that? He's obviously a master, isn't he? Nah, I've gotten used to it. I still can't keep up with Tosuka's speed. I'll go after him tonight. I'll pull some strings to make sure he stays at school late tonight, so you prepare yourself too, alright, Amiya-kun? Wait a second, that's gonna be out of the question. Making sure that Kusuki stays late? Are you saying we're gonna fight him tonight? Of course I am. We don't have any guarantee that Kusuki will come to school tomorrow. We might not get another chance, so we'll have him stay at school until nightfall. And while he's on his way home, we'll check if he's a master. I'll ask just in case, but how do you plan on checking if he's a master or not? By force? The same way I did with you, Amiya-kun. There was another kind of sweetness in the way she said the same way. Like I thought, deep down she's a bully, isn't she? They gave him a sprite, Shiro. Of course he's suspicious. There's a distinct possibility that I might have fought her to keep the peace on the playground when I was a kid. Oh my god. against it. Even if we're going to test him, there has to be a gentle way to do it. We don't need to go out of our way to do something dangerous. It's not dangerous. I know how to control myself. I'm just going to hit him from the shadows with a light gander. Even if Kuzuki-sensei is a normal person, he'll just be down with a cold for a few days. No, that's a problem too. If Kuzuki really is a master, that will turn straight into a fight. Once we make a move, we won't be able to talk to him. You don't get it, do you? That's even better for us, isn't it? Just what exactly are you saying is dangerous, Amiya-kun? You're the one who doesn't get it. I'm saying that you're going to be in danger, aren't I? I guess at that she finally realizes. Asuka cuts off what she was saying. He's fucking worried about you, you fucking dolt. But that too is only for a short moment. I see. That's fine. In that case, I'll just do it myself. She flatly declares. Oh, good grief. Is there no point saying anything to her once she's made up her mind? Fine then, I'll go with you. I don't know what kind of trouble you might get into if I left you alone. It's my line. Good grief. I was wondering what you might say. Time to go home? Alright, we'll meet up at 7 o'clock in the park under the bridge. There'll probably be a fight, so make sure you come prepared. The little flip of the fucking pigtails. She looks away with a and starts walking. And, as though I'm chasing after her, I leave the classroom as well. I really, really, really want to see what the fucking students think about them. Like, oh my god, Shiro and Rin are really dating, aren't they?
Then tonight we're going to attack Caster's master.
Well, it's not sure we're sure that Kuzuki is a master yet, but that's the general idea. As soon as I get home, I reported what happened today to Saber. I guess Saber is in agreement with Tosuka. She's giving off an aura like she'd like to go and fight right now. With that in mind, we won't do any training tonight. I'm gonna start making dinner right away, so let's get ready to meet up with Tosuka. Wait, that's right, Saber. Is it not for us to eat before we head out to fight?
Why would you ask something like that? I should think it would be a problem to be hungry mid-battle.
I was just wondering if we wouldn't get indigestion. We don't even have another hour, so I was thinking maybe it would be better to have dinner when we get back?
No, I don't imagine that should be a problem. Quickly digesting things that you've eaten is a characteristic of a warrior.
That sure is a quote.
If you live well and train as a matter of routine, I don't think that eating should be a problem.
Hungry, what woman?
Hungry.
So you're saying I should go ahead and make dinner?
Yes. Would that not be better for mustering our strength?
I see. Well, I've trained myself enough to be able to move right after I eat too, so there shouldn't be any problem. But even so, just to be safe, I should make something light. Alright, I'm heading to the living room. What about you, Saber?
I couldn't allow myself to get in your way, Shiro. I shall take a little more time to clear my mind.
Clear her mind, meaning she's going to sit and meditate, I guess. Got it. I'll come and call you when the food's done. I'll leave the dojo. Outside, it's already gotten dark. We're meeting at 7 o'clock. That's a good question. You saw. I think at least we should do until after dinner, and then we will see. Anya?
I just realized I was muted.
That sounds just fine with me.
We're meeting at 7 o'clock, in which case, I guess that means we'll be attacking Kusuki-sensei in about an hour from now. If Kusuki-sensei is a master, then we will have no choice but to fight. Caster is a cautious servant. If she learns that her master has been attacked, she won't give us another chance to ambush him. In that case, if we're going to attack, we have to be sure that we kill him. We can't let him get away, and we can't afford to run away either. Whoever our opponent is, to stop Caster from assaulting the people of the town one after another, we have no choice but to defeat her master. If all goes well, we'll strip him of his command spells and make him cease to be a master. But in the worst case, if we can't do that, we'll end up fighting for our lives. That's right. We need to bring some kind of a weapon. A weapon we have here at the house. When it comes to something I'm good with and something I can easily pass magical energy through, the only thing I can think of is a wooden sword. Lately my success rate at using reinforcement has gone up, and even a wooden sword can make me a fine weapon. But only in a regular fight. Against a servant or a master, I need something more reliable. If I were gonna get greedy, I want something like his swords. Inside my head, I pictured the things I saw in my dream. Wetted blades of white and black. Even I could wield something about that length. And most of all, with those swords, even I could fight like a proper swordsman. I could protect myself without being a burden on Saber. And I could have at least a little pride in myself as her master. Ah, there's no point wishing for something impossible, you idiot. I slump my shoulders with a sigh and head for the porch. Right now, I just have to do what I can. At the very least, I'll pour my heart into dinner tonight. Saber seems to be in a bit of a sour mood, and part of her also seems to be looking forward to dinner. And lately, making Saber happy has become one of my personal pleasures. I wanna fuck that sword so bad. Oh god, okay, so we're just going straight up directly. We have a choice.
This is where we fought White Gilgamesh.
Yeah, White Gilgamesh. It'll make you sick. Just to foul, just to think. So we can quit now and leave this for next time, or we can see what happens next.
I think it would be fun to pause here and pick up on next Friday.
Okay, next time.
And just kind of slip right into danger.
Next time, we kill a teacher.
It's about damn time.
Oh. God. In that case, we're my fucking fingers!
Are you good?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
I am. What the fuck?
Ooh.
What did you do?
Okay, so I need you. Okay, first of all, I am hoping to change this whenever I get around to actually making my proper 3D model. But one thing that you all do not see is that I gesticulate a fucking lot. I need you all to know.
Did you gesticulate too hard and hit your desk?
No, so, okay. My room is arranged as such. I have my bed elevated in a sort of bunk bed style thing, and my desk with my computer is on what would be the bottom of the bunk. It's like a cubicle where you have like everything office related, right? So my bed is directly above my head. I raise my hands, gesticulating, and I clipped my fucking nails into the wooden ceiling.
Oh no! You poor thing.
I just reached too fucking high. Oh,
Well, that was a fantastic episode. I very much liked that it's just kind of been setting up things and giving me stuff to think and feel very paranoid about.
Yeah. Also, I like that there was a double red herring. Like, it tried to tease you with, oh, could fucking Issei be the master of Caster? And then it drops the ball, and then it's like, then who the fuck is it? And he just goes like, oh yeah, I fucking live with a teacher that has been showing up here from time to time.
Yeah, like literally like the second that you stop being suspicious, he just tells you.
Oh.
I thought that whole deal with Rin and Shiro hiding in front of the Mato house was very interesting because who is this mysterious boy?
Fucking white Gilgamesh around town. Also, Shinji is not out of the fucking fight yet.
Because they gave Shinji another servant, apparently.
Which makes me wonder, does that mean that...
Or is it Gilgamesh or is it Lancer?
Exactly.
Because either one is very fascinating.
Oh, if it's Gilgamesh, he's so fucking dead.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, I mean, it's not like Shinji really had a chance to begin with.
Yeah, like, he's a jobber, like, antagonist. He will get the shit kicked out of him. Like, that is his role in the story. He's going to be an asshole, and then he's going to lose the fight. But, like,
He
if
also
he has
was
Gilgamesh...
never a master in the first place, I say, looking directly at the camera.
God. Oh, and I like that the Mato grandpa has been mentioned a few times already, but never seen or, like, much of his deal yet.
I'm imagining just some gross, withered old man, and I feel like I'm pretty spot on.
Without actually, like, spoiling anything that's going to happen here or there, you are close there.
It's the smiles. It's the smiles in chat.
Oh god. It has been a really good day for theorizing today.
It's been a fantastic day for theories. I love having thoughts and connecting them in perhaps unorthodox ways.
What's fucked up is how handsome he used to be. But all in due time, don't worry about it.
All in due time. I can't wait to be 100% vindicated. I haven't been wrong yet, I say. Lying.
I mean, you guess... you already had an inkling of Arturia until I dropped the ball and just fucking said her name.
Yeah, like, that wasn't too bad, I think, of a spoiler, because I was already on it.
You also guessed Ryder.
That's true. Have I... Wait, hang on. I was just kind of joking. Have I been wrong?
You haven't. The theories that have been confirmed or denied so far, you have been right. So you are on a 2 out of 4 so far? Or maybe out of 5? And
baby.
And we will see. We will see if those other theories of yours pan out.
Okay, I take it back. I wasn't lying. I'm a genius.
Oh, very Ren-coded of you. Ooh.
I mean, like, I think factually not, because I'm right.
Oh, incredible, actually. Give me a moment. I am trying to...
You're trying to woo? Oh, God.
Please, for the love of God.
I like that every time we get into Call of Duty streams, we just, for the love of God, hello!
We really did just do that, huh?
Every time. That's even more written-coded, apparently.
God, I have no idea where it is. Oh. I wanted to, because people were calling you rain-coded, I wanted to get the PNG of the, like, emote I have in my Discord where it's you, like, losing your fucking shit.
Oh, yeah,
Rin.
yeah.
But I don't know where I have it.
You did draw me in Rin's outfit for the thumbnails.
Yeah.
Yes, those are my current theories. Archer is Kiritsugu, Ryder is Sakura's servant, and Sakura is adopted, and maybe even Rin's sister, which I think would be cool.
Okay, so, Feifei. Okay, do you know what? I can just show the thumbnail. This is a thumbnail that you all have not seen yet. Because of circumstances, you know? There are circumstances that have prevented us from being able to see it. However,
I can't imagine what you may be alluding to.
I already have this thumbnail ready. Don't worry about it. I have this thumbnail ready.
I fucking love that fucking image so much.
It is ready. Whenever we actually get to it, it's ready to go. But yeah, that Anya just losing her fucking shit is one of my icons, like icons in the server. Someday,
I've seen people using it every now and again, and it genuinely thrills me.
It's maybe, it is only second in use to the fucking, the fucking unlimited delay works one I made.
It is always a treat seeing, like, oh yeah, sorry, like, there's gonna be a delay, and just seeing how many times that will get sent.
Unlimited Blade Works unfortunately only has one H scene, I'm aware, but don't worry, because Heaven's Fields makes up for that amount.
How many is that?
I believe like 5.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Heaven's Field is the one.
That one's gonna get horny, huh?
It's a doozy though. Ooh, really? I actually never heard anything about the Unlimited Bladeworks one. I guess we will see eventually, don't worry about it.
Consider me anxious. Leans to the idea that horny and horror are closely related. Consider me interested. I too lean into this idea.
Listen, I know a few things in Heaven's Field. Again, of course, I'm not going to tell you anything.
Of course.
There is a reason why that is the fucking route that I've been anxiously awaiting.
Oh, I'm so excited. Just that sentence has got me, like, vibrating. Like, let's go.
The Unlimited Bladeworks H scene is hilarious, or how it's referenced in later works?
That's ominous.
Oh my fucking god. I know only like 2 or 3 quotes. Like, did you actually guess one of the quotes earlier too?
Well, because you were explaining math to me, to which I said, I feel like my brain is boiling. You referred to my brain as freshly boiled. And I've been picking up hints, I think, from chat. Also, like, okay, just going off of what was said, but for real, Naso is so good at writing horror, right?
Yeah.
The idea of horny and horror are closely related with how Nasu writes horror. Gunshots.
Oh. It's gonna be really cool. I need to see some of those scenes. And I don't mean the H scenes. I mean I need to see some of the scenes in general that I know are coming.
I am very excited to be going through it with you.
Once again, I must inform everyone that my thighs are currently wiggling in excitement. I am, in fact, STEMI.
Oh. I'm so excited.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
It's the fact that we're partway through the second route, and I have no idea where this one could possibly go. And there's a whole third route that is just completely different, apparently. And it's like, let's fucking go. I love Fate. This is fantastic. I'm having a blast.
Also, I really love how this fucking, like, this one has been elaborating a lot on, like, heroic spirits and guardians, specifically.
Yeah. The fucking, that whole little thing during the interlude.
I know you like that metaphysical, like, fuckery.
The metaphysical fuckery is mainly what drew me to this series in the first place.
Oh god. There's a couple like you know how like we've talked a lot about servants and how like they get summoned and like they don't have like memories of things, you know.
Yeah.
And then we have like Archer and the dreams and like Rin saying like he keeps getting summoned to like different eras basically to like hell itself to just get rid of everything that could threaten the world.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a couple like of those cases in other works. We've seen a couple of other just like that kind of thing. And it's very interesting. Yeah, Saber has to become a guardian in exchange of obtaining the Grail. That was her fate. Stay night.
Every time they say fate, it's just like, oh, there it is. It's the Stay Night. They're saying it.
Oh, and like once you start seeing more, you see why this fucking series is called Fate.
Because it's about fate.
Fate of heroes, the changing of fate and saving of people, the fate of humankind itself, and like the hopes that people put upon others, and the human condition. There's so many fucking good themes in this series.
It's all just kind of wrapped together underneath cute anime girls. Hyper-powered and meta shenanigans.
Oh,
Pretty based. Can't lie.
pretty based. I guess. Oh, there was actually a joke. No, like what Thomas the Fish is saying right now was like there was an extremely similar joke like that in Fate Grand Order recently.
God bless.
Like one of the events like was talking about like the kind of shenanigans in the whole series, and they were like, I guess you could call it Fate, and like Fate was capitalized. It was so stupid. Oh god. God, I love Fate so much.
I'm genuinely. I know I keep saying it every week, but I'm so glad you invited me along on this little adventure because, God, Fate's so fucking cool, and I would not have. I might have gotten into it on my own probably at some point, but it would not nearly have been as satisfying as going through the first like Fate thing with somebody who is already a longtime fan of the series.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting like the best introduction.
And let us not discount chat. Chat has been a wonderful like experience to have tagging along.
Absolutely. Having like the little notes and perspectives and even, you know, the horrible toe references and such. It all adds a lot.
The perfect little toes. No.
My favorite part is like That was such an innocuous line.
Yeah.
It was just kind of out of nowhere. It's just, you have your perfect little toes. And it's like,
Yeah.
why did you say that?
Listen. The fact that I know for a fact that is the beginning of one of the H scenes it makes me really curious if they come into play later.
I forgot there was more than one. I'm curious if the toes come into play. They left that piece on the board. What are they going to do with the toes?
Chekhov's perfect little toes. if there are perfect little
Don't you
toes
dare
in
finish
the
that.
first act, they must be sucked by the third act.
I'm going to fight you. I'm gonna cry.
I guess that would be, rather than Chekhov's toes, would be Tarantino's toes.
I'm gonna fucking fight you. Stop!
I will enjoy it.
I can't even threaten you with anything.
You cannot threaten me with violence. My status on Discord right now says any part of your body can be an erogenous zone if you hit it enough times. I'm impervious.
I'm impervious to damage, not because I'm impervious, but because I'll enjoy it.
I have darkness on my Kinonion. You cannot threaten me in a way that matters. Oh, God. This conversation has been... It has gone off the rails so far immediately, holy shit.
I think every conversation that we have suffers this fate eventually.
This fate?
This fate they might.
Putting the perp in impervious. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good.
I'm so weathered.
You're rusting as we speak.
I am but a shipwreck on the edge of the sea.
Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna choke. I'm gonna pass out. It is 1:30
Isn't that also a good thing?
Not if no one else is doing it for me.
just doing it on your own.
I don't roll like that. That's just boring. Man, if this is the kind of conversations that develop in the fucking Safe for Work streams, I cannot even imagine what will happen in Picardo.
Whacking Anya off the chain.
Oh, but wouldn't I be at least more likely to be on the chain in a situation like that?
I was wondering whether or not you would do that to me.
Like, as if I was going to, like, say it, or if I would do it to you. You think the H scenes are probably gonna be less horny than some of the Safe for Work scenes?
I so believe that.
100%. Yeah, that scene with the scene with Ryder, I think changed my. Listen, I think it could have changed my brain chemistry if I wasn't just like that already.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what the fuck did it change about you? What did you learn from that scene you didn't already know?
It's okay. It's less that I learned something new about myself, but like there was a little like level up sound in the back of my mind. Okay.
No, I feel it. I really do. That whole situation.
It's like one of those gaps in between levels where you do not learn any new like abilities or like have any kind of cool stat increase of any kind. You just kinda go up.
You get it. You get it. I mean, like, I don't know. I think something about the atmosphere, the audio of the jingling chains, that...
I'm so sad she fucking died.
Shame she's fucking dead. Unceremonious. Gone too soon. Rip a real one.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I just think she should have been allowed to do a little more crazy stuff. Get a little more wild with it.
Yeah, I mean, we have one more route to go.
True.
We can hold out to hope that she will be there. And not,
Very
like, murder unceremoniously off-screen twice.
Well, maybe if her real master does something with her, it won't be such a bad end.
Oh, we will see about it.
We certainly will.
Oh.
At that, I feel like that might be a good time to part ways.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It's been an absolute delight.
As usual.
Thank you for having me, as always. Can't wait for the next stream. As always.
Goodbye.
Bye, hon.
I'll catch you later.
Bye. Bye. Is she gone? She's gone, yeah? God, she has no fucking idea how actually on point she is. Holy shit. She doesn't know, chat. She doesn't fucking know, but she knows. Oh, I've been loving how close her theories are every single fucking time. She's so good. She doesn't even lack the critical information. She lacks the confirmation that she's actually fucking right. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Oh. The foreshadowing happens this early too? Yeah. The game does a good job at not just, like, throwing things at your face that are completely out of the blue. If there's something out of the blue, like, for example, Gilgamesh, you get, like, more context, like, in other pieces later, little by little. Even then, it has been established, like, the previous, like, Holy Grail War. You think the Archer dream scene is actually a real cool fake-out, though? Because you think the implication is that the hell where he gives up his afterlife is the fire Shiro was... Yeah, it's really, really interesting. Also, I can't believe, because I had a slip up and I didn't know that it was Archer's quote on screen and I assumed it was Kiritsugu, I called Archer Kiritsugu, and that just reinforced her, like, theory, the one where she's a little bit off. Like, that's just going to reinforce that thought, and then when the reveal happens, she's gonna be like, oh! He'd been in the Fate route, but a lot of people don't figure out until it's said to him. Yeah. We'll see about it. Very early in the first route, I called him Emiya. And you don't think either of us noticed? I may have. God. I've been getting better at calling them by their titles, don't worry about it. Also, I'm getting the feeling that we're about to get to actual, like, caster lore and, like, caster's true name, and I'm curious to see how she's going to react to those. I missed one this day where Rin mistakes Shiro for Archer over the phone. Oh, we're in for a lot of fun with Caster. God, please, divorce dagger me, mommy. Please, divorce dagger me. Okay, so, I'm going to ask you, chat, so I know to prepare mentally for this. And, like, to prepare for the expectation of what Anya is going to be experiencing. So I'm going to ask. Is the saber bondage scene with Caster on the next stream? You know what I mean? You know the one I mean. Probably not at our current pace, no. Okay, so it comes later. Okay. Smiley, but no. Okay, so it is on this route. It's just not yet. Okay, good to know. Very good to know. Okay. Very excited. Still, I that is one of the things I know about, like, Stay Night, and I'm glad to see we're getting closer. Did any of those CGs get censored? Like, was there anything more explicit about those in the original? Or was it always like that? Fair enough. Man, that's way further away than I thought, huh? Nope. Nothing changed. It's just like that. Okay, good. It was just like that. Okay, good. Fine. Okay. Thank you. I could look. I have the timeline, but don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. I'm going to put on the going away music now. Where's the ending music here? There we go. Strimch. And CP. It has been a joy as usual. This series has been so good. What did you mean 100% pigeon? That's a new bird I've been assigned. I usually get called an owl. I am used to being bird-coded, and I was voicing a bird character recently on another stream with my friends. So yeah, I'm a little bit bird-coded. I'm a little bit bird-pilled. I'm like avian core, you know? Just a little owl cell, don't worry. You had to use the phrase that activates me. Wait. I have the thing. Wait a minute.
That's my good little bird.
That's the soundboard, baby. I want to give thanks to our Lord and Savior, the tower and the apotheosis in Slay the Princess. Thank you so fucking much. Anyway, I'm going to be going. I am losing my mind. It's almost 2 a.m. and I need to go back to fucking studying Bezier curves. So I'll see you later. I mash that button when I'm alone after a stream. You could be surprised. I do not. I swear to God. Like, this is not me being ashamed of my kinks. I am shameless about my kinks. I genuinely do not even, like, listen to, like, ASMR audio stuff. I don't. Do not even worry about it. But still.
That's my good little bird.
Yeah. Good night. Bye-bye.